Well, you end up co-founding War Dogs Academy,
Yes.
which is an online school that teaches people how to start a government contracting business.
Yes.
So how successful has that been?
It's been amazing, actually.
Okay.
So I just started it about a year ago. So ever since the movie came out in 2016, so quite a while ago. And at the time, up until now, so just to give a little bit of context, while I was under house arrest, I was, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life, and I was completely broke, and I was playing a lot of guitar, and my musician friends would come over, and we would jam, but like no drummer was going to come over with his drum set because it's a big pain in the butt to move. So I bought a drum machine, which is this tabletop electronic device, which you can make beats on, and I would play along to that. But like every time you want the beat to change, I would have to like stop playing my guitar and press a button on the machine to change the beat. And it was really annoying. So I figured I need a drum machine in the form of a pedal on the floor so I could operate it with my foot. And nobody was making anything like it. So I decided to make it myself. I found an engineering team to build it, and I got a patent on it, and it's been extremely successful. I've sold many millions of dollars worth of it. It's called the Beat Buddy, like your buddy that plays the beat. And that was the beginning of my current company, Singular Sound. I've made many other products in the music space for musicians, been super successful and very fulfilling. I've met some of my musical idols who've used my products to make their music. So it's super, super cool. And that was like my life for like the past 10 years or so. And ever since the movie came out, I've had a lot of people asking me to teach them how to do government contracting because, that's kind of what I got famous for. And I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I mean, I was banned from doing government contracting for about 15 years, so I wasn't doing it myself. I was busy with my company, Singular Sound, making music equipment. I also made a product with my brother called InstaFloss that flosses all your teeth for you in 10 seconds. Check it out, instafloss.com. Very cool. And so I was busy inventing things, creating these products, running my company, and I didn't want to have anything to do with government contracting. I've been so burned. I was like almost emotionally scarred. I would say I have a bit of emotional scarring surrounding government contracting, so I didn't want to get involved with it. But I had literally hundreds of people messaging me on Instagram and Twitter, asking me like, please help me learn this. It is a bit complicated to learn. It's got a lot of nitty-gritty details that you really have to get right in order to be successful doing it. So about a year and a half ago, I got a message, I think it was on Instagram, from these two guys, a guy named Logan and James. And they told me, they're like, hey, just wanted you to know we're 28 years old now. When we were 21, about 7 years ago, we were dead broke. We're Americans. We were like traveling through Thailand. We ran out of money. We wanted to make some money, so we went to a farm in Australia because we heard that they paid well, and we were working like our asses off, picking bananas from sunrise until sunset. And one day the farm had a movie night, and they showed War Dogs, and we thought, man, these guys are our age in the movie. If they can do it, why can't we do it? And they got obsessed with government contracting. They taught themselves the business. They had a lot of failures. They went back and forth. They made a lot of mistakes. But over a couple years, they finally figured out the business. And nowadays, 7 years later, they have a multi-million-dollar government contracting business. They ended up specializing in laundry services, not like weapons or anything like that. So they provide laundry services to military bases all around the world. They're making millions of dollars. They're doing really, really well. And they just reached out to me to say thank you, for the inspiration. If it wasn't for War Dogs, we would have never been where we are today. And so we just wanted to say thank you, and it's super cool, super cool movie, And so I thought, man, these guys taught themselves the business, which is not an easy thing to do. I had Ephraim to teach me. He had his uncle, and it took him a few years to for them to really get their groove in, but they actually taught themselves the business, and they're very successful with it. So I said, hey guys, I have all these people asking me to teach them how to do government contracting. I haven't done it in like 10, 15 years. Why don't we start something together to teach people? Because this is not something that is very well known. Very few people know about government contracting, even though it's literally trillions of dollars a year. It is the biggest customer in the entire world, the federal government. So they thought it was an amazing idea. And so together, between the three of us, we put together an online course. And we also have a a forum, like a private community, where everyone who joins the academy can talk to each other and make business connections. And we also have in-house experts, government contracting experts. We actually hired some retired government contracting officers. So the people who used to work for the government deciding who wins the contracts, they work for us now, and they help our students with any questions they have. They can look over their contracts to make sure that they're doing things correctly. And in the last year, we have had, I think we're up to $14 million in wins for our students. So it's been amazing. Some of them have become multimillionaires already in just less than a year.
Wow.
It's been super inspiring, and that we've been able to change like people's lives. And some of the stories are just amazing. Like some of our students were, like us, like we were dead broke, having no idea what they're going to do with their lives. And now they're on course to make millions of dollars. So it's been super, super gratifying that I turned my disaster of an experience in government contracting into an inspiration for other people and really changing people's lives.
Well, David, crazy story.
Yeah,
I watched War Dogs when it came out.
Yeah.
Great movie. I never thought at one point I'd be actually interviewing one of the guys in it. You guys did it at the highest level.
Yeah.
You guys were getting $300 million contracts. You were sending millions of rounds of ammunition overseas, dealing with arms dealers all around the world. This is really a very crazy story.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you didn't make a lot of money, but you also didn't do a bunch of jail time.
And that was worth it.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled with how it turned out, exactly. I have to say.
You could end up doing 20, 30 years. Because in fact, remember there was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Remember Russia did a prisoner exchange?
Yes.
With the merchant of death?
Yeah, Victor Bout, yeah.
Yeah, you know who this guy is.
Yeah. He was actually the guy they based Lord of War
Lord
on.
of War over,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And they did a swap with Brittany Griner.
Yes, correct.
That was a big deal. Like, you could have ended up like that guy.
I could have.
Right? You guys are doing similar stuff.
Yeah.
But not to say that you were doing as crazy as that guy, but still, you're in the same ballpark.
Right.
Same building.
Yeah.
That could have been you doing 20, 30, 50 years.
It could have been. And nobody would have done a prisoner exchange for me because I would have been in an American prison.
Exactly. You would have been right there in prison, in federal prison. So congratulations on making it out. Congratulations on the academy. That's very dope. The fact that someone, because this is a very secretive kind of business. I'm sure that people in general don't like to share this information.
Yes, correct.
But you guys actually created, and I had something similar. I have the Vlad TV YouTube Masterclass.
Oh, awesome.
Where, I've been doing this for 18 years, and I teach people how to actually build a channel and make it successful and make it profitable and so forth. So a lot is to be said about sharing the information once you get it.
Absolutely. It's worth every penny to be able to skip all the mistakes you're going to make if you do it on your own. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, David, man, I appreciate you coming in.
My
Until
pleasure.
next time. Peace.
Thank you.